Hello everybody. How do you deal with setbacks and flare-ups? It's been 2 years since I made my last video on this topic, and you can check that one out if you want to hear about my personal experience. Today I want to share some tips and hints for how to deal with when you have a setback. How do you pick yourself up again and keep working towards healing on your journey? Well, setbacks, unfortunately, are inevitable. If you haven't had one yet, you're probably going to have one. Sorry for the bad news. And if you're having one right now, that's okay. It's perfectly normal. It is bound to happen at some point, and it's a normal part of recovery. We think that our recovery journey will be just a straight line and that any setback is just, going to destroy everything that we work for. But actually, recovery is more like this squiggly line that goes all over the place until you're gradually improving, still with some dips. So if you're having a setback or a flare-up, the first thing you need to do is rest. In fact, that might be all you can do, and that's what your body needs. That's what your mind needs, is just to rest. Some days feel so hard that all you can do is just go to sleep and hope that tomorrow is better. And you know what? Sometimes it actually does get better the next day. After you've rested and you feel like you're at your baseline again, then you can start to do some small experiments. So not pushing yourself, not overdoing it. If you feel any kind of orange, red lights, stop and rest again. But you can have a go at doing something. So it might be a shower. It might be going for a 1-minute walk around your house. It might be doing some meditation, some yoga. It might be doing some housework, but don't do anything strenuous. Like, just live with a dirty house for a little while. It's really hard, but you need to just take it slow and take it easy and show kindness to yourself. When you feel like you're capable of doing those small experiments, you can start making some tiny goals. So when I had a setback at the beginning of the year, I felt like I went back to zero, and my goal was being able to run and be at the fitness level I was before I got FND. Now, that is a huge goal, and that's a long-term goal. So I'm not even going to think about that goal. I'm going to think about my 1-minute walk and increasing it by 10% every 2 weeks. And you only increase that tiny little bit, and you need to monitor yourself, your energy and your symptoms. I recommend you keep a symptoms diary, just really simple, a calendar on paper or your phone, and see what I did yesterday, how am I feeling today? And then you can see, I tried to have a shower and wash my hair and dry my hair. Today, I just need to sleep all day. Well, I probably overdid it when I thought I could dry my hair. So maybe I need to not do that. Or I need to get some help and support for that. So you can make some tiny little goals and increase very, very gradually. It'll feel so gradual that you're not doing anything. But after 6 months, I've now improved back up to a 30-minute walk again. So you can improve faster than the time it took you to get there in the first place. One other tip is to not get stuck in the mind games. So you can think about, what triggers led to this setback? How did I react to it? What did I think? What did I feel? And if there were particular things about the situation, so maybe you're in a high-risk environment, or there were other circumstances that made it really difficult, and that triggered your setback. And you can think, what would I do differently next time? Maybe I'll just avoid going to the bank. Or you can think about, when I experience that stress rising within me, I'm going to remove myself from that environment and listen to music or do a meditation. So you can think about those things and think towards the future, but Don't get stuck in the, oh, what if I had done this? Or why am I feeling like this? And what have I done to myself? You're just not helping yourself. And instead, we need to show kindness to ourselves. Show some compassion like you would to a friend. You would say, that's really tough. I'm sorry you're going through that. I hope you can take some time for self-care. Finally, we can always keep learning about our conditions. If you have FND, it can be really helpful to revisit, well, what is this condition? It's mysterious. The doctors don't know everything about it, but they do know some things that can help. And remember that you didn't do this to yourself. You're not faking your symptoms. You're not putting them on. It's a real condition, and you're bound to have some difficulties along the way. If you have some tips for dealing with setbacks, I'd love to hear them. Please let me know below.